Hey sports fans, ASMR Sports, back at ya. We've got some chewing gum and a wide variety of interesting things. And oh man, I forgot the scissors. Hang on. All right, there you go. All right, today the kind of main event is this thing. I just got these today. This stuff just came out, and I have no idea if this is going to be a disaster or what. These boxes are like $300 and some dollars a piece, like $320, $30. Actually, that's the wholesale price. I think that retail these might go for like $400 or $500. I'm not exactly sure, but I got these today, and I got a case of these, which is 3 of them. This is this is an aftermarket product. So basically, what this is 3 graded cards, and this company buys them up and puts them in these boxes and sells the boxes. And I've seen some of this stuff, like different series of this stuff. This is Premium Edition Series 3, 2019. So there were like Series 2 and 1 before this, and I've seen like breaks of those just on YouTube and stuff, and some pretty cool stuff has come out of them. I mean, I don't think it's like you're gonna get total duds, but I mean, not every card's gonna be a Mike Trout rookie card or an Acuna auto or something like that. But there's definitely like that level of card somewhere in this product. But the common cards I'm saying are not like horrible. It's like you're not gonna get a common that's graded, PSA 9 or whatever. Most of the cards are decent. Now, certainly could end up getting like $100 of value in this box that retails for whatever, $400 or $500. I think that's just par for the course, that level of risk with opening modern products these days. I mean, you open a Immaculate Collection box of Panini, and you're paying like $200 or $300 for that, and you might get $40 in autos, which I have done on this channel. So I know, but I feel like I don't know. I don't know if this product's gonna suck, but I feel like products that give you at least a decent amount of value back and a shot at getting break even at least are honestly better values than like buying a $350 box of Panini basketball product, hoping to God you get an auto of the top guy or something, but you probably are going to get like $50 in value if you're lucky out of that thing. That's pretty much what happened to me not too long ago. But in any event, I'm excited to open that because I don't know, I just think this kind of product is it's really compelling to me. I always think, boy, I'm opening like these boxes that cost hundreds of dollars and I get like $50 in value out of them. Why doesn't somebody just buy a bunch of singles on the open market, put it into a randomize them, put them into boxes, throw whatever 15, 20, 30% on top of there, maybe like 50 if you get cards at a good price. Make a nice profit for yourself, give people a shot at a really big hit, but also provide, I think, a lot more value on average than you get from a lot of these unopened products. I think that's a no-brainer, and I wish there was more stuff like that. Maybe there is, and I'm just not, I don't see it or whatever. But I think there's some, I think there's a big gap in the market. I think people could make money doing that, and I think people would like to buy those products because if you look at the value you're getting from stuff that's directly from, Panini or Topps or whatever, it's harder and harder to get your value back. And so I think there are ways that the market could back. They have compelling products. So, this box I'm opening right now is a blaster box of Panini Prizm 2018 basketball. These things are frickin' impossible to find. You know, I've been looking high and low, and have come up with a few of them. I've opened a mega box of this stuff. That was a Walmart mega box. There's Walmart mega boxes and Target mega boxes, and the one I opened was a Walmart, and didn't really get anything out of it. But I did a video on that. So I'm gonna open this one. These things, so they're $20 if you find them in the store. Online, you know, they're up as much as $50 or $60. I think I haven't looked in a little while, but they're kind of going down. Everything's going down because Zion's like looking like he'll never play basketball. I'm exaggerating, but you know, he has been injured for quite some time. This is a Panini Draft Picks Prizm. So this came out before the regular Prizm. This has the, you know, all the new draft picks in their college uniforms. These are not hard to find. These are very readily available for the most part. So I had not opened any or bought any, so I saw these in the store and thought, hey, let's try, you know, a couple of those out. So I bought like 3 of them. So you know, if you get a Zion and it's a parallel, or you know, an auto, he's got autographs in this product. Can definitely be worth some good money, but unopened, this stuff is not really selling for any kind of premium over the sticker price. I actually have some hobby boxes of this stuff I got like right when it came out, and I never opened it, so I've never even opened any of this product. So let's do the Prizm first. Let's do the Prizm draft first. And I just kind of thought I'd open this basketball stuff because the baseball product I just went over has only 3 cards in it, so it's gonna take not that long to get through it. But okay, there's a nice silver Prizm of Justin James. All right, I hope everybody's doing well. Right now it's like the 17th of December, and Christmas is coming right up. I've been recording videos. That's cool. RJ Barrett, who I like because he's playing for the Knicks, and that's my favorite NBA team, and they are like hopelessly terrible. But you know, whatever. I think he was the number 2 or 3 pick, I think. So unfortunately, it's a subset, and those are never worth anything. He got a silver Prizm of his base card. Might be worth a few bucks. Oh, speak of the devil. There's an RJ Barrett. Let's see if that's a base card. I think it's just a base. Alright, let's wait. Dylan Windler. Jalen Hands. Jackson Hayes. Silver Prizm. That's a blue. I think it's a blue, so not numbered. Oh, it's a Crusade, so it's not a base. Striking out here. Be nice to get a Zion. I don't think I've gotten a Zion in any Prizm product. Not a base, not a subset, not nothing. So, be nice to get something out of a Prizm product. Grant Williams, Daniel Gafford, Cam Reddish is one of the top like 3 guys. Maybe top 5 in this product, and I'm not sure how he's doing this year. I'm not really sure how any of the draft class is doing. Boy, look at this guy, like a lot ripping it. Ty Jerome, Jared Culver, Matisse, Ty Boule, not numbered, Cameron Johnson, bam. Okay, we are striking out pretty big here. I'm just excited for the baseball season, y'all, because the Yanks got their guy, although I tell you what. Wow, Kaz, I don't know how you pronounce that name, Kaz. That's what I would guess. Akpala. The Yankees got Garrett Cole. I'm pretty sure he'll be in total albatross in like 4 or 5 years. No pitcher can do that well for that long, I don't think. But maybe he'll give him a decent shot at a title this year and maybe next year. Okay, so pretty much got skunked as far as I can tell in that stuff. But it's only $20. Alright, here we go. One thing I've been seeing is that, like, so silver prisms are kind of the base refractor, but they're fairly rare and quite valuable if you get stars. You know, like if you were to get a silver prism of this guy Zion, those were at one point going for like $800. Now they're quite a bit lower. They're maybe like 600 in decent, in, you know, good shape. But anyways, what I've noticed, or what I've been sort of reading, is that if you get there's a silver prism right there. That guy's just a common, so it's not any value. But if you get a silver prism of like LeBron James, you know, who's a veteran, been playing forever, those are like going for a lot now, I guess, is what I've been hearing. I've not looked them up because I don't have any, but that's the word on the street. So this is going to be a memorabilia pack because it's thick, and these blasters have one memorabilia or auto, which in Prizm, in Panini speak, is guaranteed a memorabilia card because nobody ever gets autos, or at least I never have. Alright, well, let's just go right to it. Nikhil Alexander Walker. Alright, I don't know if he's any good. I don't think he's great by any stretch. Dwayne Bacon. Green Prizm. That's a green Prizm. Those are exclusive to retail products. But not all retail products, like the base sort of blasters and hanger boxes and hanger packs are, I think, all going to have green refractors. But like Fast Break product, which is another retail product, although it's funny because I've never seen that stuff like in retail outlets, but they call it retail. You know, Panini calls it retail. But so that stuff doesn't have green. It has its own special kind of bubbly looking refractors. Boy, I'm just getting rocked here. Just absolutely nothing coming out of these cards. And this is the second box of this stuff. Oh man, is it the third? I might have opened 3 of these boxes. But I have not gotten like anything at all of value out of any of this. Not even a base, like decent rookie. It's just depressing. Honestly, this product is absolute garbage. For me, anyways. You know, who knows? I don't know. On Facebook, I swear to God, everybody and their mom is pulling silver Zions, like silver Prizm Zions, out of their stuff. So I don't know. I just have very bad luck. Yeah, it's not like last year. I was getting like Lucas and everything I opened. It seemed like those were the days, man. I miss those days. Oh well, it's just not my year for basketball. I'm doing pretty good on baseball. You know, I actually just tonight I sold a card that I got. Actually, no, I used to have it right here. But I bought these boxes of 2013 Topps Baseball Update, which have a couple of key rookies, Nolan Arenado and oh shoot, what's his name? Kristen Yelich. So I thought, hey, you know, those are both really good players. Why not buy a box of it? And I think those boxes now they go maybe for $300. But I feel like I got a deal on. They were like, I got like 2 for like 400 something. So I got those a long time ago, and then I opened them up like, I don't know, 7 months ago, and I got a gold Arenado, which is like an awesome card, and I got a base Arenado rookie and a base Yelich rookie, and I ended up sending all 3 of those in, and like they all came back PSA 10, which is like nuts. So I just sold the Arenado for like $400. which obviously pays for both boxes, and I still have the other box unopened. I'm kind of afraid to open that because I feel like I had such good luck with the one box. What are the odds that I get anything good out of the second? I don't know. Maybe they're good. Who knows? Alright, well, let's get into this, guys. I also have 2 retail boxes of 2012 update, which has, I can't remember who. Oh, I think it's Bryce Harper's rookie card is in there. But he had kind of a down year last year, so nobody's particularly interested in those cards, I don't think. We'll see the Phillies. Phillies are interesting this year, I think. I mean, they got Harper for like, the next 15 years because of his contract. And they got a new manager who's Joe Girardi, and they got Didi Gregorius, who's a fantastic player and a clutch player. He's the guy you want when you get into playoffs. So I really think the Phillies, I think they got a real good shot at doing well. If you're a Phillies fan, I'm thinking you're going to have a good year, but, who knows? Baseball is weird. Sometimes really stacked teams don't do that well. Alright, so I saw that the card is just kind of open and exposed, so we're going to see the first. Oh, look at that. Okay, that's funny. So it's I don't want to. Okay, so there it is. It's a PSA 10, Vlad Jr. 2018 Heritage. I actually have like 3 or 4 of these, I think. Sorry if that made a loud noise. That I pulled from packs. I think this Heritage is one of the best products to get like well centered and very nice corners, just good shape cards out of. I feel like I've gotten more like easy PSA 10s out of Heritage than any other product, although I have to say just base tops, sometimes it's harder for me to tell if those cards are in good condition because they have like loud designs. So it's like you can't really tell what the centering is on a card with no borders, which Topps base cards have not had borders lately in the past several years, so I find those harder to tell, but I've gotten a lot of 10s out of just Topps base cards too, but Heritage I find very easy to tell if it's, to get cards that are 10s and to tell that they're 10s. So I consequently end up sending in a lot of I've only sent in cards like twice for grading. Okay, so I guess I shouldn't act like I'm some pro here, but of like those you saw, if you watch this channel, I sent in like 100 cards, actually 104 cards to PSA like 4 or 5 months ago or whatever, and I just got them back like in the last few weeks, and I did a video where I looked at all of them, and a lot of them were Heritage cards I'd sent in. Unfortunately, they don't seem to be very valuable. Like this card is probably worth, I don't know, $30 or something. The Tatis Jr. in this set is a very nice card to have. That's only worth $40 maybe, low or high 30s, but I think that's going to go up. So anyway, this is a perfectly good card. I mean, there's a solid value. You could sell this for probably $35 on eBay, and it's one of 3, and it costs, I guess, like $150 if you're kind of dividing the price of this box times, or dividing it by 3. So, it's definitely not $150 value, but it's got a significant value to it, and that's really what I'm sort of wanting in this product. So let's go. Okay, this is interesting. So we got another Blue Jay here. It's a 2016 Bowman Draft Bo Bichette. So he's an okay rookie. He is oh, that's funny. I can see the one behind it. I don't know if you can, but I can. I don't think you can. And it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one, I'll tell you, because it relates to what I was just talking about. All right. In any event, so Bo Bichette, he's on the big league team. I think he is. Oh no, yeah, I think he is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. he was on the team like a late season call up last year. I think there's still a fair amount of interest in him. So this is his first Bowman Chrome, and it's perfect 10. So if he does well, this could be a $100 card maybe. Right now it's not worth that, but all right. So the next card I think is from that 2013 update set I was just talking about, and I think it's let's just see if it is. Yeah, it is. Okay, so it is who I thought it was, and you can see it's Kristen Yelich. So here's the thing: if this is a 10, and this card is a blue subset card, I'm not sure if that's like maybe a Walmart exclusive or something, or if there was these blue bordered cards in like just hobby product or what. But in any event, this is a pretty good card. I mean, the blue card of this rookie. And now the real question is: this a PSA 10 or PSA 9? Because if it's a PSA 9, it still has some value. Maybe it's like 100. I think the base card of this in a PSA 9 would probably be worth like $30, maybe. Now this blue one in a PSA 9, I feel like could be worth, I don't know, $80 or something. But if it's a blue in PSA 10, then it might be worth like, $200, $300. That would be my guess. But let's see what we got here. Oh, interesting. So it's a 9.5 Beckett card, which is kind of like the equivalent of a PSA 10, but a PSA 10 would trump this. It would sell for more. But in sort of Beckett land, in BGS grading, they really don't give out 10s. They give out 9.5s, as sort of their, perfect grade, or, you're the best grade you're probably ever going to get on a card. So this is basically equivalent to PSA 10. It's the closest thing that Beckett has to a PSA 10. Okay, if you get a Beckett 10, it's basically like, I don't know, 1 in a million chance. So this is, but this exact same card in a PSA 10 would be worth more than this card in a PSA 9.5. So my point is, I think this is a really good card, because this is, one slight notch below a PSA 10, but it's definitely more valuable than a PSA 9. This is a Walmart exclusive. So I think this thing has some real significant value. I don't know what it is offhand, but like I said, that Arenado I got that was a gold, and that was in PSA 10. That sold for $400. So, and I think that'll be worth plenty more if he has a good year, particularly if he gets traded to a team like the Yankees, which I've been hearing is a possibility. Then he'll just have a lot more appeal and sort of a bigger fan base. So, what can I say? This card. So I gotta tell you, I really like this stuff. I mean, this thing might have. I kind of want to look it up now. I'm trying to think how I can do that. I don't think I can do it on my phone that I'm recording from. All right, well, whatever. Somebody will, I'm sure, look it up. But I think this could be worth at least $200. Possibly more. I'm just not familiar enough with these Walmart blue border exclusives in this product, so I don't know how rare they are and how hard it is to get them graded. A lot of times these cardboard cards are really tough to get graded because they show wear. So he's in this as a really sharp copy. This is super nice, really nicely centered. This is kind of one that makes you want to crack it out and send it in for a PSA 10. But I've never done that, and I doubt I ever will, because it's just too freaking risky, I think, to crack it out and potentially, wreck it or not be able to get it out. So I don't know if I'll ever start doing stuff like that. But anyways, this is a super cool card. Hopefully he'll have a big year. Last year he had a pretty good year. I think I remember him being super hot in the beginning part of the year. And the other thing I noticed, so with Beckett grading, they give you, like an individual grade for 4 different aspects of the card. And what a lot of people do is they look at these, and then if there was a 9 in here, they would call that kind of a, you know, like sort of an average 9.5 card. If it's like this one, where there's nothing lower than 9.5, I think this is sort of a slightly, you know, above average card. It has 110. Now, if you had like two 10s on here and two 9.5s, then that's one of the best 9.5s you can get. Like if you had another 10 after that, it would be a 10, which just never happens, it seems like. And there's actually, like, on the discussion forums in the hobby that I read, like, there's this big scandal because, like, some guy who was selling cards on eBay, like, had, like, they found, like, you can see, like, the registries, like, be it BGS and PSA, so they track, you know, all the cards that are graded, and you can look them up. And you can see, like, I think you can see, like, batches of cards that got graded together, so they can kind of tell things about, like, how people submitted cards. And there's this one guy who's, like, a former employee or something of Beckett, and he has gotten, like, an insanely high number of black. That's what color the label is. If you get a PS or a BGS 10. And I actually think, like, all of the subgrades have to be 10s for you to get a black 10, because you can get a gold 10 if you get like three 10s out of 4, and the other one would be like a 9.5. But this guy, like, got just an inordinate number of black label 10s, like perfect 10s, which is just statistically, like, crazy. It's not possible, right? And a lot of people think, and I agree, that, like, the difference between, like, this card and a black label BGS 10 is, like, basically, you know, imaginary. It's like, you know, the mood of the grader is going to determine that, which, you know, I think is very valid. Anyway, so I guess I'm just trying to tell you a little bit of information about BGS grading. And I don't really, I've never sent anything into BGS, so I don't know a ton about them, but I know this is a really good card. I mean, if he's doing good next year, this thing is going to have a ton of value. So, you know, maybe let's say this is worth $200. So you get $200 here. This one's probably worth, right now, this is probably worth like $30, I would bet. Just, you know, it's a base card. It is a chrome, and, you know, these cards of players that do really well can definitely have a lot of value. Like this card in a PSA 10 of Vladimir Guerrero Jr., you know, when he was super hot, that was probably worth like $150, $200 maybe even. So these can be worth a lot if they're, you know, PSA 10s. So this has definitely some promise, because he's just started his major league career last year, and, you know, and he could do really well. So if he does, this card could be worth $100. This card, you know, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is another guy who had a pretty slow start to his year, although I think he was like 3rd place in Rookie of the Year, so it's not crazy. It's just that when he was in the minors, he was just killing it. My goodness, this guy hit like 350 at every level, I feel like I remember. So people just were totally psyched and, you know, just begging for this guy to hit the bigs, and then he hit the bigs, and, you know, he didn't do terrible by any stretch, but, you know, he also didn't hit 350, and I think some people were kind of expecting him to just explode on the scene, like, you know, Soto did, like Acuna did. And a lot of people think he's, frankly, a better hitter than those two guys. You know, kind of a better pure hitter. He's got a ton of power too. He's not super, like, athletic in the way that Acuna and Soto are. I mean, those guys are fast. They're outfielders. They will always be kind of better athletes than Vladimir Guerrero Jr. But, you know, if this guy, I mean, has a career anything like his dad's, in terms of longevity, in terms of just ability to kind of show up every day, you know, he's gonna potentially, I mean, he could be a Hall of Famer. So, a lot of upside there, and you know, I'm excited to kind of see what he does this coming year, because I think, you know, maybe he'll kind of settle into his game, and so this card could be worth, you know, $75 if he starts out really hot. So like, you know, this product is just so much better. I feel like I wish it wasn't like so expensive, because at like $400 or $450, you know, not a lot of people are gonna buy a box of cards for that much. But I think that like the value that you get out of a box like this compared to, you know, what you pay for it is so much higher than the value you get out of so many boxes of, you know, like I could bust a box of Prizm that cost me $400, Prizm basketball, and very easily, in fact, it's almost like 80% chance you're gonna get less than $100 of value out of that thing. You know, and you're getting cards that might not grade well because they're just in there with, you know, all the other cards and they're getting banged up or whatever. So like the odds that any card you get out of a box as a PSA 10 is not that great. So you're fighting against that. You're fighting against like bad odds of getting a silver Prizm or whatever. So like, you know, you almost have to get like a case of something to kind of round out the odds, and most of the boxes are going to suck, but one of them's going to have a, you know, $1,200 in cards in it, because you're going to get a autographed Zion or something, right, Bot? You know, even in a full case. I mean, you guys have seen it. I've bought full cases of cards and like done them on most of the boxes on the, you know, channel here. And all right, I'm getting way too long-winded here. My point is, I like this stuff. I think, you know, if you can get this stuff a little bit cheaper, it would be a great thing. If they made this where it was maybe like $200 or $150, and you got a little, you know, smaller cards, maybe get some cards worth, you know, $10, PSA 10 or whatever, and then one's worth $50 instead of you know, 300 or 200, wherever this one's worth. I think that would be also a great product on the market that just really doesn't exist. So, all right, well, thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope it didn't bore everybody to death. I hope you enjoyed seeing all these products. I really like this stuff. I might very well open the rest of the boxes that I got, and you know, I might be interested in kind of getting other stuff from this company. This is a Break King. So shout out to Break King. I really like what you did here.